The United States has built the world's first fighter jet that is even invisible to the naked eye. The other day, didn't the United States claim that its F-47, a sixth-generation fighter jet, has been secretly test-flown for 5 years? And they said that they would start mass production before 2030. To this end, they specially approved a military budget of $20 billion US. Today, let's conduct a detailed analysis from a brand new perspective to see whether this fighter jet is really a sixth-generation fighter jet. To be honest, personally, I think it does have some capabilities. Although the United States has only released a rendering so far, right? There are no actual photos of the aircraft released at all. But let's assume that this picture is of the actual aircraft and analyze it. First, look at the configuration of the front nose. Do you notice anything different? Isn't it really special? Its nose is very thin and flat. This is a fighter jet that can fly at supersonic speed. The United States claims that the F-47 can fly at a speed more than twice the speed of sound. So, doesn't such a thin nose indicate that there has been a breakthrough in the United States materials science? If you know a little about aviation knowledge, when flying at a speed more than twice the speed of sound, the nose of a fighter jet will generate a lot of heat. So, the noses of ordinary fighter jets are generally round. But now the United States has designed the nose so thin and expects it to withstand high temperatures. This at least shows that the United States materials science is quite remarkable. We can't just laugh at it as a PPT aircraft. What if it's real, right? However, we still have to analyze based on the facts. If the nose of the F-47 is really this thin, it gives a bit of a sense of alien technology. Think carefully about what the shape of a UFO flying saucer is like. Isn't the periphery of it designed to be flat like this? Does it give you a feeling of alien technology? Don't forget that in the 1950s, the United States designed the State Route 71 Blackbird reconnaissance aircraft. That thing could fly at Mach 3.5, and it still holds the world record for the highest speed of a manned aircraft, reaching Mach 3.5. Then, let's think about it. Before the 1950s, in 1947, there was the Roswell UFO crash incident. There is still reason to believe that the United States is likely to have obtained alien technology. That's why the United States developed the Blackbird reconnaissance aircraft in the 1950s, and later there were the F-117 stealth fighter jet and the B-2 stealth bomber. Right? There are reasons for all these. Then, let's explain it with facts. Some time ago, China's Mars rover Zhurong first discovered evidence of an ancient ocean on Mars. That is to say, Mars once had an ocean and a coastline, which also indicates that there was once an ancient civilization on Mars. So, it's not surprising that there is alien technology. That is to say, through the appearance of the Blackbird, the F-117, and the B-2, we can now infer that the F-47 is really not something to be underestimated. In addition to the flat front nose, look at its two wings, which are tilted upward. This goes beyond the normal design principles of ordinary fighter jets. Does the upward tilt of its wings mean that it has a certain vertical tail function? In this way, it can ensure its stability on the horizontal plane. Then, what's more, if the United States has really been secretly test flying for 5 years without being seen, this shows that the United States' infrared stealth capability is quite strong, which is much more advanced than that of fifth-generation fighter jets. Before, we said that fifth-generation fighter jets have radar stealth, but you can still detect them with infrared. For sixth-generation fighter jets, I think infrared stealth should be a major feature. It will be very difficult to detect them with infrared. The satellites in the sky equipped with infrared detectors will also find it difficult to spot it. Then some people may ask why the optical reconnaissance instruments haven't seen it either. Is it really invisible to the naked eye? How is that possible? It's just that when the F-47 is test flown, it avoids the opponent's satellites during the test flight. The satellites are not stationary and just staring there all the time. The United States has the ability to monitor the opponent's satellites and calculate when your satellites will pass by. As long as it avoids them during the test flight, that's okay. Just like China's sixth-generation fighter jet, recently, it has even started the test of in-air refueling. This clearly shows that it has not been test-flown just once or twice. There have been at least dozens or even hundreds of test flights. But why didn't the United States see it before? If the United States satellites had seen it, they would have exposed it long ago, right? It's because China must also have carried out secret test flights while avoiding the United States satellites. It's just that now China wants the world to see it.